been an awesome 2 years. I don't think I could have asked for a better school. I came here from after studying at a university in Denver for printmaking, and I needed to find a school that would offer more technical training from life, and it's been a perfect fit for me.
I studied with an atelier teacher when I was around 9 years old. And that continued for about 2 years, and it kind of gave me an idea of what academy training looks like. And when I was 20, I tried to pick up everything again and doing self-study research online, buying textbooks, and that went on for about 7 years. And tonight has really been the only academy level teacher that I've been able to find since my childhood. I was able to make more progress in a few months than I was able to do on my own in 7 years. So that is very impressive.
Intense.
Before I came to this school, I was trying to study by myself, and I would find that I would hit a wall.
The learning process is very particular and detail-oriented, and something I don't function well with, but it's very good for me just because I'm learning new styles and new ways of thinking that I'm not normally accustomed to, and it's just helping me grow very much as an artist.
The full-time program at Georgetown Atelier is designed for career artists. It draws from a variety of classical methodologies that are specifically chosen to provide both the hard skills that artists need, plus the flexible systems so that artists can improvise, and that's going to maximize their long-term potential. The curriculum is broken into 3 major categories: Tier 1, Tier 2, and Tier 3. Generally speaking, Tier 1 matches up with Year 1, Tier 2 matches up with Year 2, and Tier 3 matches up with Year 3. Though some students, if they can demonstrate that they've reached certain milestones earlier, then they can go on to those next things. Or if a student needs to stay and work a little longer on some sections, then they can. It's flexible to a certain degree to meet the needs of the student. Tier 1 is all about establishing a solid drawing foundation, and that solid drawing foundation is going to translate to everything past that. Tier 2 is about establishing your painting foundation, right? Starting monochromatically and working in color, and then there's the optional digital painting component. During Tier 3, students take on more ambitious projects. Instead of it being about the priority of learning your foundation, it's about applying that foundation to something more ambitious and more creative, one that is going to help transition the artist from student to professional.
It balances really well the technical and the creative, imaginative side. Like this, we had a live model just sitting with a harp. Not a harp quite like this one, but she definitely didn't have wings. And it was a lot of fun to be able to work both from life and through imagination, kind of integrating those things and coming up with something really special.
Learning how to invent visually as an artist is not just for fantasy artists. It's a very classical ingredient. It's important that artists know how to not just work from exactly what's in front of them, but how to build on top of observation rather than be limited by it.
You build up these close relationships, and you really care about how people are doing and their progress, and that inspires you to get better yourself.
We have a really good working environment. It's friendly and professional.
I'm very distractible, and so just having a really awesome environment is very helpful. I mean, it's having fellow students who can help me with my work is very nice, but also it's a very quiet environment. Like, we have our own personal study times where everyone goes into their corner and just focuses. And sometimes it's encouraging sometimes, even though you're just like off to yourself, just knowing that your classmates are there working on their own project is like encouraging in some small way. And so that's very helpful for me.
It's a very rigorous program, and it requires a substantial time commitment. Students are expected to be here during the academic trimesters of fall, winter, and spring, Monday through Friday, 9:30 to 4:30. And so in many ways, it's more like showing up to a job than it is taking, classes.
I quit my full-time job and I went full-time here. Well, I had to work out some finances, so that part was a little scary, but I loved it. They're every day coming in. It's demanding, and it was a long commute for me, but there was nothing I'd rather be doing.
Love the location, though. You're in historic Georgetown, and it doesn't get any better than this.
You could walk outside and there was any number of plein air studies I wanted to do. I wanted to do studies all over this building. It was incredibly inspirational.
And honestly, when I came in, I had never had any figure drawing experience. I knew I needed the technical training, but I didn't know what that would involve and how it would really manifest itself on a daily basis. But I came here and the days flew by. I didn't know where the time went. I was learning so much. It's been great.
I wanted to give art as much attention as I was able to give other careers that I've had in my life, and I decided to study at an atelier. I was surprised by how enjoyable it was to come to school.
Teaching has been an amazing honor. I never thought I would be teaching. The students are great, and it's just a lot of fun.
This will be a little island in your life of concentrated learning. It's kind of protected in a way, because everyone's doing it together. Tanaya's there to support you, and Ginger, and there'll be intense growth, but it's not the real world. So if you come here, savor every moment, every struggle, every difficulty, and get through it, because you'll never get that opportunity again.
Take your time.
Clear your schedule, be prepared.
Yes, yeah.
The most important qualities that I look for in applicants is the passion for learning and a hard work ethic.
Knowing what your desires early on are is very important, and what you want to get out of the program is very important.
I like that I have to commit a lot of time to the program. It just forces you to take it very seriously. And I like just the community, being surrounded by other students that are very like-minded, just working in the same room as each other and seeing everybody's work and development. It's really inspiring, and it helps you push yourself. I know that this is what I want to do forever.